Hello everybody, welcome to the third episode of Tim's Toy Box. I'm Tim, I'm a comedian and actor in LA, and I collect old toys basically from the 80s and 90s from when I was a kid. And this is actually going to be two unboxings, two mystery unboxings. I don't know what are in these boxes. This is the first box, so you're finding out at the same time I am. I got this off of eBay. They packed it with prime paper. Okay, so this looks like it is a G.I. Joe parts lot. I was wondering which one of these boxes had my parts in it. A lot of parts here, as you can tell. One of my favorite things is collecting G.I. Joe and collecting the parts, putting them together. This is a lot of parts, guys. So, even more parts. Even more parts. This is a Televiper. It looks like probably about 3 Televipers in there. A lot of parts. I don't know how many parts, and I don't know what's in here. Spoiler, it's more parts. So we have lots of stuff, but some of these are pretty good characters. It looks like there's an Airborne right there, and a Deep Six, which I already have a Deep Six. Got enough of those guys. Anyway, got a lot of parts. I'm gonna do an entire episode at one point of just me putting together a bunch of G.I. Joes, because I'm kind of just saving up my parts lots, and then I'm gonna do that all in one day. Speaking of parts, I also got this part. It looks like it's a bunch of Dreadnought accessories, which is great, because I actually just got a lot of Dreadnought toys, and almost an entire Swamp Skier, which of course we all know belongs to Zartan. So I might have enough pieces in here to complete that, so that's pretty interesting. Alright, first box was a bunch of accessories and G.I. Joe parts. This second box, I have no idea again what this is. I don't even remember if I got this from... Yeah, it looks like I got this from Goodwill. The last one was eBay, this one is Goodwill. Okay, this is going to be a WWF lot, and if I remember correctly, the reason I bought this lot is because it does have a pretty rare figure in it. You can't see him just yet, but we'll talk about who is in this lot. Firstly, we have a Sid Justice, I believe. This is before he made his heel turn into Psycho Sid. His action is still very strong. So the first one is nice. I needed a Sid Justice, and I got it. This next one, I will not be keeping. This is a very off-color Rowdy Roddy Piper. I have a pretty good Rowdy already. And this guy's shirt is just absolutely cashed. It's yellow. I know you can fix it, but I'd rather just flip it. Next we have the British Bulldog, aka Davy Boy Smith. Still very sharp on his motion. This is actually, even though it's not in great shape, is in better shape than the one I have right now. I'm going to clean him up a little bit, but yeah, I think if I clean him up a little bit, his leggings are not yellowing yet, so that's a good sign. This lot is dusty and dirty, and this is Greg the Hammer Valentine. Never really a huge star, but always in the company, and not a jobber by any stretch of the imagination. Jobbers don't get their own action figures. There is a lot of, it looks like, marker right here, so that's going to be an issue. Luckily, it's on the back of the figure, but I'm going to try to clean it up and see what happens. One of the necessary figures for any collection of this WWE Hasbro line is Andre the Giant. My Andre the Giant is in better shape than this one, so I will be selling this. But he's not in bad shape, I would say. A lot of paint wear. I mean, Andre the Giant was one of the most popular wrestlers, so he got a lot of play time when kids were kids, so it's tougher to find one that's in just the mintest of mint condition. I would say this one is in fair condition, not that great. All right, next we have a Hulk Hogan figure. There are a lot of different versions of Hulk Hogan. This is not one of the more rare ones, but it is a decent figure. The paint still looks relatively good other than it being dirty. Action is obviously still good to go, so not a bad figure, and I already have a double of this, so I'll be putting this on auction. All right, this is one I'm definitely going to be keeping. This is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, and I don't have him just yet. And it's another example of a pretty good-looking figure from this lot. Yeah, really no paint wear on him. He doesn't have some of his accessories, but, you know, the action still works. So, yeah, another nice figure. Glad I got this lot. Now, he does have some paint discoloration. I know you probably can't see it, but some paint discoloration on the edges and some on the back of his head here. But other than that, very good. Repo Man. That's the next guy, and I think there's only one year of Repo Man. Not a very popular figure, so, and he was only in the company at least on this gimmick for a little while. So, but still necessary for every collection. The action is still good, and the paint's still good. I do have a Repo Man, so watch out for me selling this in a little bit. And if you're interested in any of these toys, you can message me, leave a comment below. You do need to like the video if I'm going to pay attention to your comment. But yeah, if you're interested, let me know. I got PayPal and Cash App on hand. All right, next we have the Mountie. And this is actually a better version of the Mountie than I have, so I'll be keeping this one and selling my other. But yeah, the action is very tight on this figure, and the paint is in great shape. Now, similar to the Greg the Hammer Valentine, he does have a piece of marker or something right there. I don't think you can see it, but gonna try to remove that. A lot of times you can do it if it's a very small piece, no problem. So, good figure. One of my favorite figures from the line, and I do already have him, is the Honky Tonk Man. This one's action is still good. His paint looks great. He's got some paint rubbing off up here on the top, but other than that, this figure is at least a very good figure. Yeah, probably very good. I don't think it's near mint, but a very nice figure, and the Honky Tonk Man is just a classic 80s wrestler. Actually, I believe, maybe not anymore, but at one time was the longest running Intercontinental title holder, so interesting. Now we get down to the last two. This is Papa Shango. You may know him better as the Godfather. This was one of his first gimmicks. He was also Kama at one point, so he had 3 gimmicks. This was his first one, and basically he was a voodoo priest, would cast spells on other wrestlers and whatnot. It wore thin pretty soon, and then he transferred to his other. Best known for the Godfather. He's in the WWE Hall of Fame, so interesting. But a great figure as well. It's a little dusty like the other figures in this lot, but once I get it cleaned up, it'll display good. Alright, I told you that there was a rare figure in this lot, and that's the reason I bought the lot, and here it is, NAILZ. I finally got NAILZ. He's one of the harder figures to track down. Not super hard, not super big money, but you don't see him every day. This guy got fired from the WWF at the time. It's called the WWE now, in case you aren't 38 like me. I'm 39, by the way. I just turned 39, so it's still a little confusing. But there are some issues with this guy. It looks like his action does not work, so that's a problem. And there is a lot of paint wear. His name tag does not say NAILZ like it should, and it looks like 2 of his prison numbers are rubbed off here, just probably from a lot of play. This guy was scheduled to feud with the Boss Man big time, and then he got fired from the WWF for choking Vince McMahon. So that's why there's not very many figures of this guy out there. So a pretty rare figure, and very happy to finally get a hold of it. All right, that's it for the third episode of Tim's Toy Box. I got a lot of G.I. Joe parts, which I'm going to be doing a video of at some point, where I just put together a ton of G.I. Joe action figures. And I also got a great WWF/WWE toy lot, including NAILZ, Papa Shango, and Greg the Hammer Valentine, 3 figures that I did not have. So catch me next time when I'll be doing another unboxing. Subscribe, like the video, and if you liked anything you see in the video that you may want to ask me is available, I'll tell you yes or no. But like the video first.